Jesus says, this is about sanctification and being crushed in spirit. April 23rd, 2018. Words from Jesus to Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Clare began, Lord, where are you? Jesus answered, where am I always? I know this is hard for you, but it is, believe it or not, part of the healing process. Ezekiel thought he was doing something good, getting in the pool, Lord, and look what happened. He even thought it was pleasing to you. Please, Jesus, say something. I love you. Would you please help me get a handle on this? I know there will always be suffering, but please, can't you pass this on to another faithful servant, preferably someone I don't know? You don't really know what I'm doing here, Clare. You really don't. It's not just suffering for others. There is sanctification involved for both of you. It needs to go a bit longer to get everything into line just as I wanted. Yet it is on the decrease and he is beginning to heal. But you know how hard these episodes hit you. Part of that is your responsibility to suffer for your sanctification as well. Put the guilt away. What I'm doing is much deeper than that. Much deeper, Clare. There is a certain seasoning that must take place within your souls, a tempering that only suffering brings. It's hard to explain to you, but you are moving from a childhood of sorts to the maturity of the daughters and sons of God. It is not an easy path. It requires a very deep level of commitment, not to be shunned or passed on to another. This is all for your good, or I would not allow it. But how do you expect me to create with this kind of oppression, Lord? That too is your option, but it is terribly limiting, and that's part of the scheme of things. How well do you take these limitations? How well do you surrender your rights for the sake of another who needs you? Without throwing your hands up in the air and saying, all right then, I'll just drop it for now. No, that attitude doesn't fly, although I have heard your temptation to do that. Yeah, the Lord encourages me to work on a song, or work on my voice, or work on the piano. Then I get all excited to do that, and then bang. Something like this happens as it did with Ezekiel today, and I'm just running back and forth between prayer, trying to keep him comfortable, bringing everything he needs. Oh yeah, there are times I just want to say, forget the music, I'll just crawl in a hole and I'll just take care of him. I'm not going to worry about the music. But here he is saying that attitude doesn't fly. This is more about sanctification, deeper and deeper to the things that really matter. I will say this much, you will never regret this time of suffering, never. Not when you see what it produces in both of you. Never will you regret it. Trust me in this, and in everything else. But especially in this, which you just don't understand now. You will understand later and thank me for it. My love, for now just do your best. Write, sing, play, and when you can and as you can. And don't feel guilty for being crushed in spirit and not being able to do anything but cry. Don't feel badly, it's okay. You have my permission to cry. I just wish you didn't have to cry so much. All my promises to you are true, and this leg of the journey is rough. It is the last leg, or the first leg of the next phase, and it sums up everything you have learned so far. It is like defending your doctoral thesis. It is in a way the culmination of your education thus far. Do not allow yourself to be burdened beyond hope by it. Take note that there are signs of breakthrough and improvement and very, very slow climb upward. But still trials that accomplish a work that cannot be had through any other pathway. In the moments you are beside yourself, come to me just like this, your raw feelings hanging out, and let me comfort you. Allow me to explain to you what is necessary in this season and encourage you to continue on the upward faith path that you began when we turned a corner. Did we turn a corner, Lord? Or was that an illusion? Or just wishful thinking? And you know I hate wishful thinking. I am a realist. In all your realist reality, we did turn a corner and begin a climb to His healing and restoration. It will be a slow climb, and there will be moments when it seems like setback, but they are only moments of deeper sanctification, and they will soon be fewer and fewer, but you must walk in faith, not by sight. But what about lying spirits, Lord? They come and go. When I'm allowing an attack for the sake of other souls or world situations, it is the real thing. But there is nothing I allow that cannot be repaired instantly. You're beginning to understand that you cannot control the length of these episodes by any of your own devices, no matter how appropriate. And what he means by that is that, gosh, I prayed the binding prayer, I bind this, I use the routing sword, I do everything I can possibly think of, and no change. So it makes me feel like, golly, my prayers aren't worth diddly. But that's not true. I know, it's just that he is saying here that no matter how appropriate your prayers are, they are not going to work, because there's certain length of time this needs to go on, and I'm in control of it. Because I am using each one for a different purpose. One episode may be to prove the veracity of my anointing through ordination. Another may confirm the power of the sacraments I have established through ordination. Another may be to confirm a young soul in the power of his healing gift, and to bring into being deeper levels of faith and compassion. Another may be to enlist the prayers of others, like the man who visited him in the worst moments and went out to the community and gathered many prayers. With each episode, there is a truth and a confirmation being stamped and confirmed into reality for those present. It is my reality, and I use these moments to accomplish more ends than you can fathom in everyone present. And I want you to remember, many are called, few are chosen, and even fewer respond. No matter how deeply this grieves our hearts, we will not lessen our love or charity, nor will we give the devils opportunities for division. Each must choose their own path, whether it is mine or theirs. Still, it is free will, and I honor that, no matter how painful. So I have explained much of your cross to you. Now you must take it up and walk with it. However, even as Simon, a mere mortal, helped me to carry my cross, so I'm with you, Clare, in my divine power, helping you carry yours. Of this you can be sure, and I know in minute detail every step up that hill. Persevere in my grace. I will not let you down. And for you, my heart-dwelling family, know that it is no sin to grow weary, as long as you just don't give up. Come to me for the strength you need, and I will supply it. That is my promise to you.